Hey, what's going on? We are live at 52 Topics with Frank Fiordolino. I hope everybody's doing well. This is our Wednesday night live stream. Sorry we missed out on Monday, but we weren't going to go a whole week without a live stream for you guys and gals. So thank you for being with us tonight. Let's see who is already up in the chat. What do we got here today? We have the great, the amazing, the powerful, the wonderful moderator, Roro G. What's up, Roro G? Francisco the Bull Horna. Big
We're here,
on.
Francisco. We're here.
Watching Francis here. Yeah, watching Francis. What's going on? JJ Lambone, the great Scott H, the great Matt6697, the great Joseph Pistori, Doogie Rattray, also great, also great. Lisa Pizzatola, J Mass, what's going on, buddy? Chris the Sultan. Who else? Who else? Charles, what's going on? Ranger fan, my man.
Ranger fan.
Willie B in the house. Whitey Tidy 01. He's so dumb he couldn't fuck a dead horse. This is very true. We got Whitey Tidy and we have the Wash and Wear Bandit. Wow, it's going crazy. We got double dose of trio here. Middle Village, Proletarian Scumbag, Ricky Dickerson. All right. Loading up on, loading on in. Clifton 007. John Bennett 7185. What's up, Francis?
Nothing much. So how was your birthday weekend?
Yeah, it was cool. Well, it was also Mother's Day, so I got went out for dinner for my birthday, had a good time. Went out to Long Island during the day, did a little shopping and things, and then we went out to dinner. And then Monday I had my in-laws and my brother-in-law and his fiance came over, and it was good. It was a great weekend. It was nice.
Nice. What's up, J Tro? What's going on, Matt? Another moderator. Yeah, that's good. Nothing exciting, huh?
Nothing exciting. I mean, just a good weekend. I mean, it's nice. I cooked on Sunday. I like to cook, so I cooked for our family who came over. Made a prime rib, a 9-pound prime rib. Came out really good. Yeah. Nice 9-pound prime rib. Real good. But everything was good, man. Everything was pretty swell.
So, listen, we're always talking about us on the show and everything like that. I mean, particular 52 topics with Frank Fiordolino. Tell us a little about yourself, man. Where did you start? Where did you take
the mystery
interest in crime and New York City and all this stuff? Because remember, before 52 Topics, he has a pretty successful show with the New York Crime Spot. One of my favorite shows before I got involved with Brett. So take us on that journey.
Thanks, Levecchia. Appreciate it. Tom was here a couple of live streams ago. He was talking about, you're a mystery. I feel I don't know anything about you, and no one else does either. That's kind of true. I am a bit of a mystery. I don't really talk about my private life. But how do they get into that? I mean, kind of like anyone else, I guess you could say, guys. I was always enamored with crime, not even organized crime, just crime in general. And I guess the easiest way a lot of people get into this stuff is like the serial killer stuff, right?
Unfortunately,
I think in junior high school, I got a hold of an Albert Fish book, the infamous serial killer out of New York City. That's probably the first thing I ever read about a serial, which is kind of bizarre because he was a cannibal and it was all fucked up. But I grew up hearing about David Berkowitz and Charles Manson and all this shit. But just from, I guess, being in junior high school, just being interested in crime, and then it progressed to one day you turn on TV and you see an A&E documentary and it's fucking some mob shit or something or whatever it may be, or HBO. HBO in the 90s was pretty fucking cool with that stuff. So then it turned into being interested in that. Charles Nicholas, Ranger fan, thank you for the 1999, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you for the
Thank you, Ranger fan. Thank you.
Williamsburg's finest. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, so then it just progressed from there. I mean, and then you get into organized crime. And then you refine your research skills as you do it. I'm not I didn't go to school to be a researcher or whatever, but
right.
And that's just kind of how it happens. I mean, always heard about it growing up, I guess. I always knew that there was organized crime mob. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, we do have similar interest. Obviously, I took a more ignorant road than you did in life.
Well, you had fucking influence. I didn't have that
I
influence.
had a nice push, right? But you
Yeah.
got into a little bit of mischief, not in your own right. You were in the graffiti scene, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. First time I got arrested, I think I was 15. I got arrested when I was 15 for doing graffiti. It's funny. I still have the article, not the article. I still have like the paper where the police officer signed like my little report from being arrested. And I remember the cop's name was Brower. I won't say his first name in case whatever, but you know, about a year or two after that, Frank, that cop got arrested for soliciting a prostitute in the Bronx, and I just saw it in the paper. So I have my thing with his signature of my thing, and I have the little news clipping pasted onto my police report thing. So I saved it, kind of signed memorabilia from that gentleman. But yeah, I got into that a lot. To be honest with you, like a lot of my friends are still very heavy into it. But yeah, the thing with that is like people think it's crazy. It's addicting though. It can be very addicting. It's a big misdemeanor or felony destruction of property. I mean, it depends. I mean, when I was younger, they took it very seriously.
My neighbors are talking next door.
Frank, in the 90s and like the 2000s, obviously I wasn't doing graffiti in the 90s, but in the 90s and the early 2000s, I mean, they would raid fucking people's houses like they were in the mob for graffiti.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, they would full on raid motherfuckers' houses. I mean, steal their computers. I mean, people were getting felony. People were doing like real time for that shit. Nowadays, it's not like that.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, shout out to Jeff Renard out there. Jeff Renard just what's up, Renard? What's going on, buddy? Yeah, you know what? It's funny you say that. One time I seen a whole bunch of cops go in his neighbor's house. I'm like, what the fuck this kid do? A lot too. They were like graffiti crime, bro.
Really? Vandal Squad.
Again, I was like, what the fuck? Who am I living next to Al Capone? And then just to find out it was fucking graffiti.
Really?
Yeah, funny you said that.
Yeah, you have in your area you grew up, you have a lot of decent amount of prominent graffiti writers that came out of that area. A couple of them ended up in the newspapers a couple times. One of them was I don't know if he's from Ridgewood or I feel like he's from Ridgewood or Middle Village.
What was his name?
Dessa. He ended up on the cover of the paper, $1 Million Vandal. They put him on the cover of the paper. I think they gave him like a year or two or something. I think his real name is like Rob or some shit. But I won't say his full name, even though it's out there. I mean, there's a book. You guys can look it up. $1 Million Vandal. Dessa MTA.
Gotcha.
He's like from your kind of area, I believe. But yeah, they were given real time. I mean, they had Vandal Squad, right? The city had enough money to, fucking have a whole task force, associated with it. Dessa, great. Yeah, so he's from your area. I figured it. I'm pretty sure he's from
Hold on, let me turn on something off.
So Lisa knows who he is. Yeah, $1 Million Vandal. I mean, they put his ass on the cover of the paper. They wrote $1 Million Vandal. Dessa very much active today. I mean, I'm not being a rat. I mean, look at his fucking Instagram. He seemingly,
I think I'm gonna have to move studios soon, guys.
Oh yeah.
My neighbors, they just.
Oh yeah, they're fucking nuts, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an interesting scene. I mean, like I said, some of my friends are very prominent in that, and somebody asked about climbing buildings. No, I didn't like climbing buildings. I'll tell you guys a funny story about climbing shit though. My friends climb. One of them is like insane, sick in the head, close to being sick in the head. But here's a funny story, Frank. We're on Queens Boulevard one night, right? Me and this my old friend Eric, rest in peace, and this kid Peters, Korean kid I used to know, who was pretty good. He got up a lot. We're on Queens Boulevard, and so he climbs up this fire escape to catch tags down the side of the building, right? As he's up there, this Spanish guy who might be the maintenance of the building comes out with a fucking bat, right? So he runs towards me. I back up. Then he runs towards my other friend. I back up. And then we're across the street, and he keeps fucking coming. So we're like, holy shit, what the fuck? We're like 17. We're like, what the fuck are we going to do? My friend's up there in the fucking fire escape. So we yelled up to him, whatever. We're trying to call him, whatever. This guy wants to fucking kill us with a bat. So we kind of just went to the corner, went back to the car, tried calling this dude. We couldn't get through to him. 10 minutes later, we get a call. Pick me up. This fucking dude got beat like a piñata coming down the fucking fire escape. This guy fucking beat him like a fucking piñata, dude. He pretty much crawled to Queens Boulevard. He was laying out on Queens Boulevard. We had to like pick him up and bring him in the car. He ended up in the hospital. This dude got fucked up. Yeah, people beat your ass for this shit, man.
No, but, I know. I was on the other end of that one time. It was me and my friend's dad owned a deli / butcher shop, and they were riding on his shit. And he passed by. He goes, "They're riding on my gate. There's like 3 of them." I happened to be driving one way. He was driving the other way. We followed them. We caught him like 5 blocks away from that, and I hit him with, you know, one of those tree stumps that they put together to hold up the little trees when they're small.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, there's that and then a chain.
Yeah,
well, I broke one of them. I broke one of them, and while one kid got caught by surprise, and I cracked him right over the head with that thing. Yeah, he just fell. He was giving my friend a pretty good fight.
Wow. And
when I cracked him, he just fell. He got up and ran the other way.
Wow.
I got him good. So yeah, a lot of people don't like to have their property damaged. You know what I mean? Or written on.
Yeah, understandable. I mean, another time I was on the Long Island Railroad tracks. We were down there, and we're on the tracks, and then here comes the fucking train. There's a legendary graffiti writer right there, RD357. So we're on the tracks, and then here come the train close to the platform. We're right there. They start fucking beeping. So we run up a hill, and we hop over a fence to the main street. And as soon as we hop over, this big black dude fucking runs up on us. And he's like, "Hey." And we were like, "What's up?" He goes, "Do me a favor. If you see any black people, don't call them N-words." You know, he said the word, right? And we were just like, yeah, sure, man. And we just fucking ran. I was like, yo, I thought he was like fucking railroad police or something.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing. It was so crazy. But
there.
But RD's been in some shit too. We're gonna get RD on one day. I mean, if you watch the interviews I did with RD, I mean, he talks about a story, I think, being up in Washington Heights in the 80s, and those crazy gangs fucking, I don't remember what you said, Rob. I think they sliced your lip open, your tooth, and then they fucking got your friend with one of them Rambo knives, and just crazy stuff.
You know what I think that gets me is like you're going to the side of a bridge, you know, one of our New York City bridges, and you look, and then there's some graffiti on all the way on the top. I'm like, how the fuck did these guys get up there? What? I mean, for what? But I guess that's kind of some kind of gratification when you have your name up there, and people are like, what the fuck? It takes balls to get up there, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. The Hellgate Bridge was always big for that. Over in Astoria, they would always hit that. Other than that, you got guys doing rappels now. One of my good friends is like one of the fucking top doing it at the moment. You know, they get like the ropes, you know, that you would climb the side of a mountain, and they rappel off the side of a building.
Wow.
So that's the big thing a lot of these people are doing right now.
So they go to that extent.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. I mean, just hanging off the side of the fucking building with the ropes. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I had friends that used to fucking climb bridges, you know, free climbing, and just to take photos and shit, like sick stuff, man. I knew some people that did some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
high school days.
Junior high, interested, high school, and I mean, as recent as late 20s, maybe 30s, you know, still every once in a while I'll catch a tag or whatever. But yeah.
No,
I mean, you know, listen, it's fun to do. I mean, you got a guy, RD, in the chat who's fucking 40 years in the game, basically, or more. I mean,
that's pretty good. A lot of these guys go into regular, like they sell their art on canvases now and stuff like that years later? Is there a lot of that, or they still tagging? I mean, I don't know.
Well, some of them, yeah, definitely have made a career off selling their art, and also going into art galleries or selling their work, just generally selling their work. Or if they're like super duper talented, they'll just completely get away from graffiti and they'll straight go into fine art. And you might not even know that there's like this fine artist making a shit ton of money who is actually this graffiti vandal that you know him for his graffiti, but maybe you don't make the connection that this
Right.
guy's a fucking fine artist, on his way to being in museums or some shit. So a lot of fine artists, there is a handful today that started in that, that started doing graffiti.
Like Basquiat
Obviously,
or Pollock.
Basquiat, yeah, he started as a street tagger. Jackson Pollock, no, he was back in like way back in like the 50s and the 40s and stuff.
Okay, I thought he was
But
in a
Basquiat, yeah, I would say so.
Gotcha.
RD sells his artwork. People love to buy his shirts and his canvases and shit.
Good stuff.
But yeah, I mean, there's a market for it. Obviously, the street art aspect, which is not graffiti, the street art aspect of it is kind of more profitable sometimes for a lot of people. I wouldn't call it graffiti; it's just street art, I guess. But yeah, I mean, there's ways to make money doing it, but I guess you just have to put in work and actually fucking do your thing.
On that level, yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, anybody could do graffiti and try to sell it, but if like you're a nobody, I mean, it helps to be a somebody to sell your work. Let's put it that way.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
All right. So, how about your show? Tell us a little bit of your show too, because obviously it does a lot better than this one, and rightfully
Well,
so.
I mean, I don't think any mob genre is doing amazing at the moment, but
Right.
yeah, I mean, the show, I mean, last week I went out over to Bay Ridge. I did the Tommy Karate video. You know what I'm doing now? If you guys wouldn't mind, if you follow me on Instagram, NYC_crime_spot, I post clips from NYC Crime Spot. I post clips from Ridgewood, a True Story, from this channel. The past week, my Instagram is like gaining a lot of traction. I'm kind of trying to put more time. And so if you guys can go over there and follow me. But as far as the channel goes, yeah, I mean, I just fucking, like I said, I mean, I always wanted to make documentaries, research, put shit together, go on the scene, walk New York City, show people shit. I've always kind of wanted to do that. I mean, but and then I just did it. No one's ever helped me do anything I've done. I mean, people have gave me a couple tips or whatever, but basically it's an independently ran program. Nobody helps me. I don't have any editors. I don't have any thumbnail guys. I don't have, it's just me. What you see in the channel is me, and that's it. I mean, so I try my best to, I don't do shortcuts. I don't try to play Google promotions to promote my shit so I can get to 100,000 followers in 5 days. I don't do stuff like that. So it is what it is,
Gotcha.
And I hope you guys like that channel. Who is this? Giovanni Amato, Zio Giacomo Show. Zio, who the fuck? All right, whatever, dude. Continuing on. Some clown climbed the bridge for a couple of days to protest. Some clown climbed the bridge he stayed up there for a couple of days? Really?
Good.
Interesting.
I would have left him up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of that war either, but I wouldn't climb a fucking bridge to protest.
No.
I'm not a protesting kind of guy. I work, I got a YouTube channel. I don't have time to fucking protest. But
yeah. I don't mean his cause is pretty good. I mean, but
yeah,
climbing the bridge.
Yeah.
Not so much. Not so much.
Thank you, Hellgate. Are you from Astoria, Hellgate? Thank you, Calandra, for checking out the radio show. I appreciate that. I was on the a radio station in Philly. Yeah. So, I just like doing what I do. Obviously I work full time, and I do that channel and I do this channel. So I don't have my whole life to dedicate to making content, but I do okay for the time that I have, you know?
Yeah, So talking about Astoria, right? A lot of people brought it to my attention. How much do I know about this James Louis Taglione? Familiar with him?
I mean, deeply familiar? No. Obviously, I know who he is. I mean, obviously, he wore a wire, banana guy.
Hmm.
I guess it seems like Vinny Gore just kind of knew he was kind of knew he was a little
Yeah,
shady. You can get into that. I'm sure you might know a little bit about that.
yeah. I'm gonna get into him. I am gonna get into him because somebody brought him to my attention, and I forgot this little tidbit about him too. That they called him Louis. First of all, they didn't call him James. They called him Big Louis. That was his nickname. I don't know why. There was this guy, Carmine, Spanish guy that was around him, brought that to my attention, and then there was another guy that I was in jail with that was around him like a son. This guy Jimmy, the general. So that's what they called him, Big Lou. Lisa brought it to my attention, and I kind of knew this, but I forgot about it. That he was related to a certain Banano guy, and one of his families was last name. She dug it up because that's what she does. She's good at it, Lisa Pizzatola, and was Messino. Yes, I kind of knew that they were cousins on his side somehow, but she did bring that to my attention.
Okay.
They were out of Astoria. He ran a gang out of Astoria. He's one of the guys that was around. Rumor has it that he stabbed Henry Hill back in the day at a bar.
Is that right?
Yeah. That was out there. And he had a crew. His crew made up of, like I said, the guy Jimmy. He also had John Palazzolo in that crew. This kid Paul Spina, big fat kid, was there, and his gang, his crew was like one of those crews where Sal Vitale liked to hang out with at his club. And they had this one guy, Charlie, Crazy Charlie. We'll talk about him too. We'll get at that to that. And this story was told to me by somebody in their crew that this Louis was involved in 4 murders one way or the other. And he also had, his parents were both deaf. So he had 2 deaf parents, and that's what kind of led.
Is that right? Really? Interesting.
Yeah. So that's what kind of led Charlie, who was skimming money apparently, this Crazy Charlie was coming with his money right all the time, and he just hated him. He just hated this Louis, who was a very abusive emotionally as a captain, according to the stories I used to get from this certain individual. And he'd be like, if he was mad at you about something and he came into the club, and they had one night where they would play Continental every week, he would come into the club and he would be like, hey, guy would be like, try to say hello to him. One of his guys would be like, not today. And just push him to the side, do one of those. It's one of those typical douche moves a lot of captains or either a soldier does to their underlings. Yeah. I've seen it done. It's been done to me. So it's just part of the game, part of the mind games that come with the mob. And basically, with him and Charlie, they got into it. And this kind of saves Crazy Charlie's life in a way, because he was involved in a lot of stuff with that crew, even a murder. And what happened was they get into it, and one thing led to another. Charlie goes, well, fuck you. He said, you're talking to me like that? Yeah. And then he mimicked his parents, like if they were deaf still, like that in front of, some guys were there were like wanting to laugh, but didn't. And some people were like, oh, fuck.
Not nice. Not nice.
He just signed his fucking death certificate. So obviously he knew better, and he ran to fucking down south somewhere. And never, he went on the limb. He just forget about everybody and said, fuck everybody. He didn't come in. He knew better, because Louis was close with Sal Vitale, and Sal Vitale he was trigger happy at the time. A no-brainer. He would have been dead after that.
So Taglione, I mean, he's involved in, well, he's like what, cleanup on the 3 Capos hit, right?
Who, Charlie?
No, Taglione.
Yeah. And
What other? Do you remember what else he was on?
The Russell Morrow hit.
Okay.
That's the one that like they all were involved in, the guys I named. And when he flipped, he basically had a meeting in Long Island and had him in this little warehouse where the feds put a camera down. He even, according to back then, to the general guy, Jimmy, he ordered food from his deli, and which he had to pay for. The guy Jimmy, just so he could fucking set him up. And he said about 6 guys that were there, and they were on camera. That footage is out there if anybody can find it. So that was one of the things. The other things he did while he was out there was there was a panel that Joe Messino assembled, and he was part of it. He was living in Florida, and he came down from Florida to apparently save the family, but yet he was talking to the feds at the time. And that panel consisted of Joe Camerano Sr., Tony Green, Vinny Bastiano, and James Taglione, Big Louie. And he was taping.
I sent you recent pictures to Tony Green. Did you see them?
I did not.
All right.
He's not aging bad.
83. Yo, what's going on, buddy? How are you?
He's got to be around 90.
What I'll do is I gotta crop him because there's someone else like in the photo that I don't want to like put him out there, but
fair enough.
Not that guy's anyone, but I don't want to put it's
well, even like, worse. If he's not nobody, then you shouldn't put him in anyway.
Right. That's exactly, yeah. So I'll show you guys, and these are I'll tell you how old these are. These are the recent one is, I'll tell you in a second. Not that long ago, within the past couple of years, I believe. So I'll show you a couple of photos.
Camilla, should you be here today?
Well, what happened? Is that fucking jerk off on over there?
No, who cares? Who even pays attention to him?
No, I don't give a fuck, dude. Who the fuck cares? I don't care about that.
Hey. What's again? How do you do it? What's up?
Nah, it's too early.
I do whatever I want. That's right, baby. You tell them. I'm gonna fucking.
Too early.
You're gonna put baby in the corner. Nobody's gonna put baby in the corner. You go, Carmela.
What's up, Tower King? How are you, buddy?
Fuck with a girl named Carmela to begin with. That gives crazy juju Italian vibe.
The tag bang out here now. You have guys with talent and graft that go to war against other tag crews. They kill each other, shoot out, just tagging on a whole other. Yeah. When it starts becoming like gang shit, yeah, it gets really serious. Yeah, for sure. Giacomo's son said in video today that his father is slow. Well, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with that. That's fine.
What did he say?
That is his father's slow or something. I don't know.
His father said that?
His son said that.
Well, I didn't need his son to tell me that his fucking guy's slow. I mean, the only thing he's missing is a fucking helmet and a short bus behind him. What's up, guys?
Hello, guys. How are you?
The guy dressed up in fucking. He's got to have some good to him. He dressed up in like with Christmas balls on his head that he was going to a school.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
I do. I certainly do. But, he's a jerk job. We don't have to talk about him.
No, just funny. Yeah. So the Russell Morrow guy was a tough guy, but he's another guy that apparently Joe Messino wanted dead because he had a lot of influence, or he shot up a place. They were making up excuses why to kill the guy, like so many excuses he makes when somebody was ambitious.
Where's Morrow from?
I think he's from Astoria too. Don't quote me on this.
Really? I don't know why I look at him and I don't know. He just doesn't look like. He looks like he just got dropped off from a plane from some other fuck. I don't know. It's just he doesn't look like.
it's funny because Joe Messina brought, and that was the first time that ever came out, puts him in the Galante hit. But I know people are gonna fucking tell me you're crazy, but I don't think Messina actually really knew a lot about the Galante hit. He knew enough. He knew enough. Let me get that shit. He knew more than I would ever know. But I don't think they discussed the whole thing after, just because who he was at the time, and basically, him bringing up that to anybody was suspect. It wasn't like something when he was boss. Then you have every right to talk to him about something.
So do you think, or do you not think that he was on that hit?
First time I ever heard it was with Messina, but then you get a guy like Messina, you look at it two ways. He's trying to fucking put shade on the other guys that were involved, like not because now, and blame it on the dead guy,
right?
Or just I don't know. I really don't know, because he's done that before. He did that in front of me with fucking like Rusty Rostelli and Baldo. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't put it past him. But would he lie? Would he lie on the oath with that kind of deal that he was looking at? I don't know. You got to remember, he had his family out there still. He was telling on people that were still active. So I don't know. I'm on a tug of war with that.
Lisa sent this photo over. Thank you, Lisa Pizziola. This Galante individual.
Yeah, that's a relative of Lilo. Actually, a relative.
Okay. And you got Joseph D. Simone.
Yes. That's Joey, and then there's James Taglione.
Right.
That looks
anything
like
anything on D. Simone?
Not much at all. Right. They said, did Santo Giordano live on Metropolitan Avenue, Middle Village? He lived off Metropolitan Avenue, but I'm not going to discuss that. But his family might still be there.
Is Roro G here? She was here in the beginning. I don't know. She said hi in the beginning. I'm not sure. That photo was taken at Rusty Bastelli's funeral. Oh, okay.
It looked like a funeral picture.
They claim Moro shot up Gotti's club.
Not the club, a bar that he was affiliated with. I don't know. He was definitely a fucking, and they said he liked the nose candy a lot. So I don't know what was going on. So did a lot of them. But if they were paying fucking dues, they overlooked it. If they were ruffling feathers or trying to make moves, then they brought that up. Oh, this guy's fucking, them drugs are getting to his head.
Right. He used that shit a lot, huh? I guess it's true. I guess it's true sometimes, but it's not the first time you hear about shit like that.
What's that?
You talk to Sammy. He talks about that Michael DeBat murder in 1987.
Correct.
He was doing a lot of drugs. He was on crack. Whatever. The guy was 800 pounds smoking crack, I guess.
He was menacing.
Yeah. Huh?
He was menacing.
Yeah. Who else? I mean, there's a bunch of guys you hear about. They get into that fucking coke or whatever, and you can't. Was that a thing? Was that a thing though? Like when you were around, was that a thing? Like
coke.
The more somebody is like, I don't know. Like, would you get like, all right? So you find out this guy is becoming a coke addict, or he's fucking on heroin or something, but he's also very much in that life. What do you do with someone like that? Do you tell them to go to fucking rehab, or do you just kill someone?
It depends on what faction of the mob. Like the Italian American mob, it wasn't that much frowned upon until the guy got sloppy. The Sicilian faction of the mob, believe it or not, even though they sold the most drugs, they also didn't take drugs.
Okay.
Me and my buddies, for example, we didn't get into drugs. So, well, some people doing it on a sneak, very frowned upon. Even drinking was frowned upon in my neck of the woods. So that's the way we grew up. The Italian American, it was neither here nor there until it became a problem. Or a guy was talking a little bit too much, talking about shit he's done or whatever. That's where the line was drawn. And then they blame it on the drugs. You know, he was out of his mind, talking like this and that.
Yeah, I mean that's what they do. Oh, he was losing it. He was unhinged. He was paranoid. We could see it. You know, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Latest greatest 83. It always looked like Joe Messina was killing guys who could ever be a threat to him, who could be a threat to him physically. Known killers and guys with motion behind them. Messina was killing. Crazy. He put the money guys with him. Yeah, it's a lot. You've spoken about that for sure, right?
Yeah, that was his thing. He always needed he needed a organized crime commandment that was broken. And even if it was half-assed or it was actually broken, he would go with it. Oh, he tried to grab his wife one night. I was there, you know, that kind of shit. He was good at that. One guy grabbed Vito, apparently to him, some guy grabbed Richard Cannonrolla's wife by the fucking snatch.
Oh.
At a wedding. And then they had to talk. This is before he got married. And then after he brought it up just to, after Rich Cannonrolla talked. I don't know if it was true or not, just to make him look bad. You understand what I mean? Like he grabbed his wife and he didn't do nothing. You know, and
that's not good.
Yeah,
that's not good.
That's what the mob does. Every time somebody flips, there's something somebody's got to say about that person, you know. I did it. I used to do the same thing.
That's right, CJ. Drugs, big action. Drugs are big action. JJ Lambone. Problem, in my opinion, was the mob selling drugs. They should have just controlled the ports, only took money to let other get the shipments and leave. Well, some people don't think they sold enough drugs.
Yeah. There's a diluted narrative, you know what I mean? We all know that. Francisco, did you ever ask about that South Park question? He asked me like 100 times.
What about South Park?
If Sammy the Bull watches South Park.
Bizarre question. I mean, I don't. Maybe he does.
Always, I'm telling you, when we were in the can, he was always like, "Oh, that fucking Kenny, they always killing him."
Yeah, I think that they killed that guy more times than I killed someone. You know, I like him. I wish that they wouldn't do that. Maybe they would let him live every once in a while. You can't kill everybody.
He didn't answer me. He didn't answer you if you like South Park. I mean, I guess it's a bit of a bizarre question. Was Patty Catalano in the arena faction during the Colombo War?
Patty Catalano, I believe so. Yes, very, very much so.
Okay. Did anyone get killed for having an affair with a maid guy's wife?
Yeah, I'm sure that happened, but I don't remember it around me. I didn't see it around me. I know maid guys that were banging people's wives though.
Kenny had a drywall business. Oh, you mean Sammy? Or who's Kenny?
Who's Kenny? Oh, Kenny from
Kenny South Park. Yeah. So did Sammy.
That's where he gets the connection, I guess.
The walls were dry. The women were wet. It was a good time.
Patty Catalano was a great man, says Joe Pastore.
Patty Catalano was a good guy. He was a good guy. I liked him. I was introduced to him by Vito. My uncle knew him for years. They knew each other.
Yeah.
And, I liked him a lot. He was a good guy.
Yeah.
People give me a lot of shit for saying sometimes some of these guys were good guys that I kind of glorify. I don't. I go by people in a person by person kind of, and how they were with me. Like there's certain cops that were okay out there, and some of them that weren't. So that's how I see it.
Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned it before. I'm actually friends with his grandson, and he got, let's just say he got mad at somebody's video one day. Somebody made a video about Patty Catalano.
Was it me?
No. It's a video that's not even up anymore, but okay. Yeah, I sent it to him, and He wasn't happy.
Yeah. Did I know Sally Brett? Matt Mattel? Yes, of course. Another fucking good guy. You know what? I meant like let's say on a general, the guys in per mob. I think the Colombo family, and I know how people always see them as the bottom of the barrel. I got along with most Colombo guys. I would have to say all of them that I met. I know that I was cool with. For the most part, they were fun. They were a fun group. You know.
Yeah, yeah. They're I don't know. They're a bit of an odd family.
Yeah,
Very Brooklyn, very Brooklyn heavy, right?
very Brooklyn, very
But you have like these little pockets, like I mean, every family, but I mean, I don't know. There's just something a little different about it. I don't know what it is, but
when you were in the can with them, you knew you were in the can with them. You know, it
yeah.
was like they have so
Is
many.
that right?
Yeah, you knew which the Italian the Colombos were when you went to jail. All the tattoos and very Italian American. It kind of looked like the guys in Oz. You know, if you had the guys from the characters in Oz, that's what they were. Very blue collar family. I guess if that's the way to put it, I would have to agree with that.
Yeah, yeah. Patty only did 6 months and all. Really, really. Was it like a hijacking arrest or something? I have an old article of him fucking handcuffs being dragged around. I think it's probably something to do with a hijacking or something. So Callie had a lot to say today. Oh, is that right? Interesting.
Really?
Very blue collar family, proletarian says.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that in a lot of ways. What I remembered about Patty Catalano was that he liked the underdog. He was good with this one. He had a big heart. He tried, even when people were whatever was going on in their lives, he tried to help them to a certain extent.
Carmine says, Frank, did anyone in your crew or family regret killing somebody over false accusations?
Or did anyone in your crew or the family regret? Yeah. After Giorgio was, I remember Johnny Joe kind of regretted after Giorgio was killed. In court, he was really serious on when he was getting sentenced. Because think about it, he had these two fucking, these two fucking snake oil salesmen con him into killing a guy that was actually a good guy. And for what? Both of them flipped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
did you know Frank Montillo, the Colombo guy, Frankie Steele?
I did not know. I heard of him. I did not know him. Yeah, the puppet master. You know, that's what Joe was. He was a puppet master, and a lot of people kind of like regretted killing certain people or being involved in that, especially after his brother-in-law flipped, and then 100% after he flipped. You know, Joe knew he was cooked when Sal flipped.
Yeah. What's up, Psycho Scott LaRock? What's going on, man? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Frankie Steele. Yeah, I was watching something. I was watching one of his old interviews recently, actually, now that you mentioned it.
Who, Frankie Steele?
I thought that he was a cooperator or something, but I guess, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I don't think he is. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he had like a crazy long sentence, but somehow managed to get out with all the Scarpa FBI rat informant stuff and something like that. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he is, but I don't know. I always just assumed he was, but I think he was doing a long bid, and that whole Scarpa bullshit with the fucking FBI and all that shit. Yeah. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. Chris Assaulton. There was this guy that had a Harley in Italy here. They lifted his Ducati while the Asian gangster was polishing floors on the graveyard shift. Interesting.
Talk about Sal. talk about Sal, and you could help me out with this. Talk about Sal and Joe. I mean, Sal was one of the most not high ranking, but the most damaging cooperator rat that ever was in the history of Cosa Nostra. You know, of course, there's Sammy, but how important of a witness was he? He done a lot of damage.
Well, Sammy fucked up a lot of family. I mean, Philly, him and he was talking about Philly stuff, obviously the New York stuff. I don't know. I honestly I don't know. Sammy or Sal? Is that what you're asking? Like who's worse?
No. I'm just saying I put him in the same category. There's guys that not maybe did not as known as him. Like I'll give you Mike Cookie Durso. He did a lot of damage too. Like 70, 80 people he got arrested, you know? That's what I'm talking about.
That's a lot of fucking people. I think Mikey Scars had close to that many, right? I mean,
Mikey
I think
Scars is the other one. Yeah. Joe asked, did Messino know about Copa? Yeah, of course. Copa and Canarella were the first ones to flip. Made members. And my co-defendants. I was co-defendants with both of them. And I remember them leaving. One left in 2 weeks. The other one left in a month.
See you later, CJ.
Yeah, see you later, suckers.
I'll see you later, CJ.
What's up, Gamby? What's going on?
Russ Cole DFS says Jeff Crow, the Fresno Teflon Don. Very true. Very true. Very true. What else? I feel like there was a couple other topics of it. Oh, the Tony Green photos. The Tony Green photos. You ready? 3, 2, 1, hit it.
That's him. Oh wow! Oh, it looks good. He looks good, man.
So these are within the past. These are within the past 2 to 4 years, I would say.
Yeah. It's gotta be my name. God bless him, man.
Look at him. He voted. I voted.
Is that what he's saying?
Well, he's got the sticker on his chest. I voted.
Oh yeah.
He must have voted, I guess. Maybe he got his right to vote.
You know what? That guy got. You know why he got all in trouble? He was one of the most loyal guys to Joe Messino. You know that?
Yeah, seems like it.
And he hated Sal Vitale.
Nice guy or what?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so it looks like he's allowed to vote. MAGA, you know, make America green again. You know,
whatever he voted, it doesn't matter.
Make America green again.
Yes, don't matter.
Make Anthony green again. Losing the sky with Dallas. Who you hitting this? What's up, Bambi? How are you doing?
But the 90s was definitely like the year of the fucking rats. And I think a lot had to do that because a lot of people looked at that fucking deal Sammy got, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's, for sure.
We got 5 years. Oh, I only have 2 murders. What are they going to give me? Probation?
Right.
But it's not like that.
George Singh, was Fritzy Giovanelli close with other families in the area? I think that's what he said.
Yes, he was. So my neighborhood was consistently made up of Bananos, Gambinos, and then there was the Genovese. And he was probably the more powerful or influential of the families, even though his family's presence and crew was a lot smaller than the other crews, like the Gambino presence or the Banana presence. But him himself was a big presence. He actually was very, very close with the Chin. Like if we had if the Gambino family had a spokesman for Ridgewood and Bushwick, it was definitely Patsy Conti.
Yeah.
And at one time, after Galante, even though he used to come there in Bushwick, he was probably our biggest. Then after him was Joe Bucciolato. Then after that, it was just, we had a captain in Louis Restivo, which my uncle was part of that group, and like Vito Camaldi and some others. But that was about the time the family was going down. You had Catalano, Sal Catalano, you had that crew. But 84, they were gone, you know.
Yeah. Let me ask you something. This is not like how do I say this? When did Catalano come to the United States?
I don't know. I don't know exactly when he came. I don't know. I would believe early 60s, not like the other two is always, they always
Early
talk about
60s. Okay.
Caesar and Baldo. I do
Interesting.
remember, I personally remember his record shop on Knickerbocker Avenue. It was called the Coliseum, El Coloseo. I remember
Okay.
that. And then the bakeries after. I'll figure it out. Lisa says she'll figure it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't mean this in a bad, but I always think like when people immigrate to another country and they start like pushing heroin and they start doing this shit, there's almost something inside me as like an American, like who the fuck do you think you are? Like you know what I'm saying? Like these guys, like they had another mindset. Like they didn't like any ethnicity or whatever. They come from another country and then they come here and they start selling heroin and they start doing all this shit. I just find that interesting. It's like an interesting mindset. I don't know. I guess it's just a criminal mindset. I guess it doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah. I thought it was the early 60s too. Gaslight was saying 57. But
Gaslight has his history quote of the week, by the way, already. He's already hitting us with it.
got it.
All right, so here we go. As for these traitors, how should they be dealt with? We all know. Nothing but swords. Saddam Hussein to the Revolutionary Command Council and others at a meeting at the Bath Party, 22nd of July, 97. Is that the one they have film of Gaslight when he's like calling people out from calling people out from the crowd and they're all fucking like, "You're next. You."
They had a pliers on one guy's nuts and he had to tell everybody who the traitor was.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna go after the wife and the daughter. You believe these scumbags? People feel bad for them.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell us what we want you to tell to tell people, and if you don't like it, I know you got a daughter and a wife at home. This is the scumbags. That's what kind of dirty pool they play.
Did I ever show you guys my Saddam Hussein rug? Maybe I'll hang it up back there so you guys can see it.
Be nice.
Be nice. Real nice.
You have some mortars praying.
Huh?
You'll have some mortars praying.
Yeah. It's from the. It's about 40 years old, probably. I guess. I don't know. Real piece of history. What else? Yeah, that's the one. 68 guys hauled out, 20 were executed. Yeah.
We have a lot of stuff to talk about here. How many people in the chat today? It's a Wednesday.
132.
Wow, 132 people. That's a lot for Wednesday. Shit, that's 131 more people than Giacomo Amato.
Yeah, not our usual days.
Look, I'm blowing my gasket. Fuck you. I stand corrected.
Sons are psychos. Yeah, Uday and Kusei. Yeah, I remember when they blew those motherfuckers up. That was a good day. Those guys were fucking assholes, huh?
That's the name of my pet pigeons.
Uday and Kusei?
No. Yeah, so okay. The other thing people were asking me about was cases that get picked up from other cases. Like I gave you an example. Bobby Glass's case got picked up. And the feds picked that case up on that pub murder, that double homicide.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with that?
Of course, yeah. At the what's the Irish pub? Shamrock. Yeah, definitely.
And usually, people like, isn't there double jeopardy? No, the feds could pick up a case, and believe it or not, to your surprise, the state could pick up a case even after the feds lose a case. It's not really smart to do because the rules of evidence differ from the state to the feds. So, where you can use double hearsay on a federal case, you can't use it on a state case. There's a lot of state by state, there's a lot of rules that the feds can use that the state cannot. And it's very rare that it's vice versa the same. That was one of the cases. And I don't know if you guys knew that. People think that Joe Messina went to the three captains murder case for the first time in 2004. In fact, he did not. He went for the conspiracy to the triple homicide in, I believe, 86.
It was back in the 80s, yeah.
In 86, that when he ended up doing 8 years. That would have put him in jail for close to life, okay? But no, he beat that case. He beat that case. Just the feds picked it up again, and he says, wait a minute, this is double fucking jeopardy. They can't pick up a case that, well, they can, because usually when they pick you up on a murder, they charge you with the conspiracy as well. But what they did was they only charged him on the conspiracy and not the murder. So he beats him in the conspiracy, but now they charge him with the murder, but they can't charge him with the conspiracy. Isn't that something?
It is crazy, yeah.
And he blew trial. He blew trial on all the murder counts.
Mr. Puppet 760 says, Frank, thanks for clearing up the Vito Goza Mancuso acting front pause theory. The man behind the man behind the man. Yeah, Frank will clear that up.
The who?
I don't know. I think he's make it a joke.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Jesus Christ.
Bambi says, what do you consider worse, state, RICO, or federal?
I don't know what's going on out there, and I don't ask. Unfortunately, people tell me, and I'm like, whatever. I don't want to know. You know what I mean? So
I read Bambi's comment on the screen when you get a shot.
Sure.
What do you consider worse, state or federal, RICO?
The state, I think they need 3. When I was out there, they needed 3 acts, 3 predicate acts to convict you. And 2 out of 3, they need 3. So they needed to get 3. Where in the state, the feds, they only need 2. I would definitely think you have a better chance with the state than the feds.
Motherfucker. Not me, motherfucker. Not me, motherfucker. I beat him.
Yeah.
Yo, Trump Capella, what's going on, my man? Mr. Steeplechase boy. What are you doing?
Hey, Drum, what's up, baby? Drum's always he goes. I'm jealous. He goes to eating at a Parmesan place out there in Avenue U. He gets canelli and all that good food.
Did you know Nunzio Lombardi, who had the automotive shop on Metropolitan near 80th?
By sight, I knew Nunzio. He was good friends with the guys up there in Middle Village. Anthony was one of them. Christopher was good friends with him too.
What else?
Take some questions before we go into other stories. I'm getting my groove back. This fucking throat of mine here.
How Frankie got his groove back. Bambi says, I just learned that states have RICO.
They do.
Yeah. It sounds like some fucking biker shit, though. I don't know. Or maybe just like some like fucking drug gang. I mean, because if it's the mob, I mean, they're not gonna fucking the feds, they want every piece of that. No?
Depends. It depends on the individual if it's gonna make headlines or not, you know. You gotta remember, a lot of these attorneys at the end of the day, they go into private practice, so they kind of do want to make a name for themselves, rightfully so, like anybody else.
Yeah. Joking. Also, Steve Cannon was never the official consigliere, and Nikki Glasses was never official underboss. It was Joe Ziccarelli and Sally Fruits.
Okay, there you go.
Jersey Joe. Thoughts on Nikolai II as opposed to Vladimir Ulyanov Lenin? Consider that you're into Russian history, Frank.
What happened? What did he say? Thoughts on Nikolai II as opposed to Vladimir?
I got my thoughts on that.
Nikolai II was a pawn. He was weak. I sound like somebody else. He wasn't a real boss. He was weak. I don't know. I don't know. Opposed to, he was the weaker of the two. What's up, Chad? Hey, Chad's in the house.
Chad D in the place to be. What's going on, man?
Matteo Pantagili. He has a good question.
Let's see. Matteo Pantangeli. You know anyone hooked up with La Stida in Sicily? La Stida?
No, I don't. But they're very powerful in the South, and they kind of like they do their own thing. They're the mob without being part of any commission. They're their own. La Stida means the star, and they're powerful in parts like Gela, Gela.
Interesting. Frank, give us a quick Vito Guzzo story, please.
Go to Ridgewood Stories. There's a couple of them. I don't mean it to be an asshole, but there's a lot. I even have a whole bio on it.
I wonder how Matthew Mary is doing these days as defense attorney for certain members of OC. He also had that YouTube channel, View from Mulberry Street. Interesting guy. I find him interesting too. I find him a little fucking annoying as well, but
yeah, I find him kind of like on the Chris Colombo side annoying. But he must have not been a really good attorney. I mean, as far as a trial attorney, maybe a good case law attorney, but not many mob guys used him. And he was always there, like wanting to be. Joe Messino said it. He goes, "Look, I feel bad that Matt Mary's here, but I really can't use him for anything." So what's that tell you? You know what I mean? He felt kind of like obligated, because his dad was who he was, but he seemed like one of those lawyers always around the law rooms in these jails, like when we were in the federal, always trying to look for some scraps or some fucking play.
yeah. I know he was Tommy Karate. Yeah, he was at one point. Yeah. Yeah, he was Tommy Karati's attorney at one point. That's true. Yeah.
His attorney, yeah, but there's a lot of attorneys that just don't, that shit the bed and people don't use him anymore. Mario Malapa was one of them. Very overrated.
MM Alone 2908. Hey, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Getting any lunch plates over there lately? I was there today, actually. You guys keep it real, never any petty crap. You put out a good program. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, my man.
That's why we didn't want to get into that Fugazi stuff. It's very entertaining. Don't get me wrong. Shout out to Gunsmoke. But at the end of the day, you're gonna get something back. You're not gonna. And then you got then just it dilutes your show. Actually, dilutes your show.
What's up, Tatone? How are you, buddy? What's up, Smirks?
Tatone.
Who was Matthew Mary's dad? You want to get into that, Francis?
I didn't know much about his dad. I know he disappeared one day, and that was it. He
disappeared with what's his name?
Adamo,
yeah. Georgie Adamo.
His Ridgewood Story's done. No, it's not done. I got a lot of stuff I got to work. I've been having problems with my vocal cords too, as you guys could see. So I got to go back and see what that's about. Not serious. So when that's ready, I got a lot of other things going on.
Yes.
And we when we do these things, you got to focus on that sounding a little bit decent.
What else do we got? Frank, did Fritzy have any young guys around from your area?
I remember he had my friend's dad around him that wasn't that young. Maltese had my friend's dad, Steve Maltese. But he had a couple of guys. Yes, he did. He
was there for the cop shooting.
Yeah, but he also, there was this bar. It was like a bucket of blood on Seneca Avenue where a bunch of his guys hung out there. They're a tough group. A lot of Irish, a lot of Italian American mostly, or first, second generation Italians. Do you think? No, I don't think so. I don't think it was an accident, though. I just think that's what part of Brooklyn we come from. That demeanor, and he was heavy, and the little even the Italians, once they become Americanized, adapt an Irish way, a New York Irish way of talking. I found that a lot of the Italians who lived in Maspeth, that came from Williamsburg, they had that. And Jackie Gleason, I don't know if you guys noticed, is originally from Bushwick, so it has that connection.
Frank, you know anything about Frank Colacurcio?
Yeah. He was like a part-time pimp. He was getting all these strippers that come down, and he was big in the vending machine business, but nothing crazy. I mean, Seattle, when they hit something mob, they make it this big into like huge. I don't think he was even recognized, to be honest. I think he must have died when I just had moved there, but there wasn't like, hey, I'm gonna go talk to this guy, that guy. There's none of that out there.
I'm looking to see Frankie Colacurcio. You can tell me where he is? Or George Singh, do you remember the biker bar at the Village Inn on Metropolitan 79? Biker bar, huh?
Is that the place that became Hollywood's? If it is, yes.
You know, I was actually at that bar when the bikers came in and they started with the owner, and the owner was like, now you just can't leave. You know, that's a real story. You know that?
Well,
How
yeah.
many times have you heard that fucking thing?
Every time, I mean, it's like everybody who watches anything, he wants to say it.
That was a real story, actually. I know a guy who.
I know a guy.
What's up, Jet?
Carmine says, do I know anybody that went on a boat ride and never came back? I didn't know nobody owned a boat. We were too broke. But no, the only person the boat I ever went on was Vito Grimaldi's, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
He lived out in the island. I got a trivia question. What was the name of his boat?
I don't know anybody. What was the name of his boat?
You like that one? What was the name of Vito Grimaldi's boat?
The Breadwinner. That would have been a good name.
Close.
That would have been a good fucking name, right?
Stugatz. No. Lisa, watch your mouth. Hey, Fish, how are you, my friend?
What's going on, Chidrol? How are you? Who you bothering? Who the fuck you bothering today, huh?
Who the fuck?
Someone said Relina sounds like Bowery Boys, which is hilarious, motherfucker. Who the fuck is that, motherfucker?
It's coming. Okay, everybody's go ahead. You guys could keep trying. We'll go on to other stuff. And if you don't get it, you don't get it.
No, don't forget about it.
Talk about trivia. You want to jump on that right now?
We'll give it a few minutes. I heard Genovese ran Lindy's car service. Was 4-1s connected as well. That was your boy
I don't know,
buddy.
Tommy D owns 4-1s. I know that. And Tommy was with Joe. Was with Joe Macedo.
Wow. Okay. Let me get my shit together here. Before we do that. Did he call it the semolina?
Very close.
The baguette.
You guys ever had a Grimaldi Kaiser roll?
I've had plenty of Kaiser rolls. I'm not sure if it was a Grimaldi, but yeah.
It's a staple, one of the best.
Did he call it the Kaiser roll?
Yeah.
Yeah? The Kaiser. Frank, have you ever heard of Roberto and Angelo de Barbarone from the Carini clan in San Lorenzo, Matamento? That's a mouthful.
No. I did not, Mr. Puppet. Was Russo's Bakery in Maspeth connected? For the most part, most bakeries, they're not connected, but you got to know somebody when I was around to have a bakery, and everybody had a rabbi, especially bakery people. You didn't have to, but it was smart, especially if you had like discrepancies, whether a spot was his or theirs, or somebody's going over there to solicit business in somebody else's spot. You kind of wanted somebody around you. I mean, it could get real. Sure, La Rosa Bakery. I remember all the bakeries up, most of them, all of them, because I worked at Grimaldi's for a minute.
All right, let me just look something up really quick. Talk to the Chizette.
What answer are you dying for, Mr. Puppet? Say it again. I don't want nobody to die on our show.
Certainly not. Wait till the show's over.
What bakery had the best bread? Ooh. What's your favorite? It depends. Every bread had a little something. Like the pastries, my favorite is Villa Bate, okay? Chico's wasn't bad, but Villa Bate, they kept it up and coming. Newer stuff. I went to Bauer's Bakery on Dry Harbor Road. That's the German bakeries. I'm talking about the Italian one. They're in a league with their own. Tops Bakery was fucking great German cakes, like chocolate mousse. Oh, just really good. But
I mean, I got Joe Sicilian near me. That's good.
Monreale Semolina is the best to me.
Trying to think. I mean, I don't know. You know, I was kind of spoiled. You know, because a lot of these Italian delis I go to, they're all using good semolina bread for the most part. So half the times I don't even know where they're getting it from. But one of the biggest ones in North Queens would be Joe Sicilian. They supply a lot of cookies and breadsticks and bread to a lot of the the surrounding you know, shops and stuff. So that's one I'm pretty much used to. There's a couple other ones I can't think of the names, but you want to get to trivia? We can get to trivia.
Hold on, I'm just looking at some of the questions. Yeah, we could get this trivia, but I got some more stuff. But let's go. Let's do it. Trivia it is.
All right, who's gonna go first? I got 3. You got 5.
Yeah, I go first because mine are 1 point, but I did make them a little difficult this time. I don't know why. I'm sorry about that. So here it is.
You guys the hint for mine. Mine all have to do with let's just say Goodfellas, Lufthansa heist, that whole Jimmy Burke, Paul Dario crew. All 3 of my questions have to do with that.
All right, ready? All right.
I am ready, sir. Guys in the chat, let's go.
All right. What New York City landmark would you encounter at the crossroads of Central Park West and Central Park South? Gene Grasso's was good too. I went to school with the girl Elaine. What New York City landmark would you encounter at the crossroads of Central Park West and Central Park South? Columbus Circle it is.
Who got it?
Columbus Circle. Yeah, I seen it.
Hellgate.
Hellgate got that again.
Hellgate. This is worth 1, right?
Yeah, it's 1.
Okay. Go ahead.
What nickname is usually often used to describe Staten Island? Lisa says the dump.
Oh, I think I know what it is. It just hit me.
Guinea gangplank. Hey, watch
it. Just hit me actually.
The Dago drop. Stankin Island. Frisco. The Forgotten Borough, Francisco Horner. With the fucking Francisco, stop cheating.
I think I know what it is.
He got it, the Forgotten Borough.
Who got it?
It's Francisco.
No.
Yeah.
Is that what you meant?
That's right.
I mean, what's his name had a good one? George Singh had Shaolin. I mean, that's pretty legit. The Forgotten Borough, was that really what was in your head?
Yeah.
No, wait. If the Forgotten Borough was in your head, then he's right. Is that really what was in your head?
Forgotten Borough.
Okay, Francisco, you got it. I had Staten Italy in my head. That's what I thought you were going to say.
Stato City Island.
Francisco, you get a fucking check, buddy. You came in before everybody. No, did not cheated. No, I did not cheated. Okay, I don't think you cheated.
No, I was just kidding, Francisco.
I don't think you cheat.
Francisco.
All right, what do you got? You got 2. What do you got? You got 3 more, huh?
Yeah, I got 3 more. What? In what century was Brooklyn incorporated into New York City? In what century did Brooklyn become part of New York City? It's not too hard. You can have like
T-Not says 1800.
Yes, 1800, but it's actually wrong though. Your answer. Joe Pastor got it right. It's the 19th century, 1898. I'm talking about the century.
JP.
Looking at the century, yes.
Joe Pastore, he's gonna check. All right. Next one.
I don't want the presidents. I want the number.
You got it too, Francisco. You got it too. 19. Go ahead.
You got it, Francisco. Can't pull the wool over my guys' eyes. Don't cheat him out of how you doing? Anyhow, number 4. Ready? How many
Yes,
presidents
sir.
were born in New York State?
Ooh.
New York State.
Ooh.
Ooh. Francisco's Googling.
I mean, that's like a 3-second Google. Joe says 5.
Yeah, that's correct. It's 5.
Another check for Joe. I guess better get your fucking fingers ready there.
18.
All right. You already got one more?
Scott, who box? What's going on? He said 18.
Everyone's using Gemini. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ. How many of them were born in New York City, and who were they?
In the city?
Yep.
Born in New York City. Fuck, I don't even think I know, dude. Well, we got Trump. That's one. Queens, right?
2. Who are they? There's 2, and who are they?
Well, is this part of your trivia?
Yeah.
Oh, I just fucking gave one up. Son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
you're over there going, well, it's Trump.
I thought you were just kind of like a little addendum.
It's
I thought you had a
Roosevelt.
little addendum.
I would give it to Lisa.
extra
Hellgate.
fact.
Hellgate got it. It's Teddy Roosevelt. He's born in Manhattan, and
Right.
and Trump was born here in Queens, I believe.
So who got it?
Hellgate. I mean, Lisa said Roosevelt, but there's
Did
2
he
of them.
get it? Roosevelt and Trump. No, Lisa got it.
Yeah, but
Before
there's 2
Hellgate.
Roosevelt. There's Franklin and Teddy.
You're gonna play that game?
All right. All right.
I mean, I don't know if you want to, but I think she said Roosevelt and Trump. I mean, I think that's fair.
All right. There you go. All
All
right.
right, we'll give them both a point. We'll give them both a point.
Give them both the point. There you go. Listen, part 2, double jeopardy.
This is me?
Yeah, these are part 2. These are 2 points.
Okay. Okay. These are all Goodfellas, Lufthansa heist, whatever, Jimmy Burke, Paul Barrio, whatever. This is all in that thing.
This is all for totalitarian to win.
Okay. This individual, a former airline worker, was involved in the Air France robbery in the 1960s. He would later also be involved in the Lufthansa heist. Later, he would also be murdered in his car by Nostrand Avenue, along with Joseph Manry. He would be sitting in his car with Joe Manry, and he would get his shit rocked. He was involved in the Air France heist in the 60s and also involved in the Lufthansa heist. Who is this individual? Frenchie. Well, let's get his real name. Give me his real name. I want his real name. First one to say his real name gets it. I don't want his nickname. I want his real name.
Tato said Dallas Potternick.
Don't give me his nickname. Give me his real name.
Lohman orchestrated the Lufthansa heist.
Macron? No. French McMahon. I want his real name. His real name. His full name. His name is not French.
Brian?
His name is not French. Nobody's name is French unless you're.
How do you spell French?
I want his real name. Full name. His government name. Robert McMahon says Francisco Horner. There you go, Francisco Horner.
Francisco Horner, man, he's coming up with these fucking questions.
There you go. Francisco Horner. He got it. No nicknames, real names. Thank you.
Yeah. Good one, Francisco.
But if you guys know his nickname, you should know his full name. All right. The name of the Avenue D junkyard that was bugged in the early 1970s by Eugene Gold. The name of the Avenue D junkyard bugged by Eugene Gold, the infamous Gold Bug incident. The name of the Avenue D junkyard. This is all having to do with the Barrio, the this, the that. The infamous Gold Bug in 1972. They bugged a junkyard on Avenue D. What's the name of that junkyard? Brian G. He said he got it first. Let me see. Let me rewind the tape and see if he got it first. I want his real name. I don't want his nickname. I want his real name. And his name is Robert McMahon. Robert McMahon. But I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and see if you got it, buddy.
Caruana Junkyard. Is that the Caruana Junkyard?
I don't see it.
No.
You said Frenchie.
You know. You see.
What is the name? Bargain Auto. Bargain Auto. Is Mr. Puppet? Were you the one that got that first? I gotta go back. Varios, no. Stillwell, no. Lisa Pizzatola, Bargain Auto. You got it first. Check for Lisa. And Lisa got a check before too, right?
Yeah, Lisa got one too.
Not Avia Demon Hat. No, not Avia Demon Hat. Avia Demon Canossi.
Did you do your last one?
No, I have one more.
And after that, then we got a final one we got to do. All right, you do that. I'll look for it. Obviously, we didn't do it.
The character of Carbone in Goodfellas is said to be loosely based on. This is a two-part question. Actually, no. This question will be a one-part question and then a bonus question. Bonus question worth 5 points. And no, it's not Frank Severo. Yeah, it was Severo in the movie, but let me say the whole question.
Right.
The character Carbone in Goodfellas is said to be loosely based on this character, on this real-life character. Tina, Angelo Sepe. You are correct, sir. Angelo Sepe. 1P though. Tina got it.
I get
now as a bonus to this question.
Yeah. We got to do another question. Well, make that the last question.
This is worth 5 points, ladies and gentlemen. This is worth 5 points. 5 points. What year and with who was Angelo Sepe killed with? What year was Angelo Sepe killed, and who is the name of the person he was killed with? That's 5 points.
Ooh. I know who he was killed with. I don't know a person's name. You know what I mean.
What year and who was he killed with? 83 is not correct. 86 is not
My
correct.
father, 1899. Tony Pizza was a hitter.
78 is not correct. 85 is not correct. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes. 1984, Joanne Lombardo. Thank you, Mr. Puppet. Very good. 19-year-old Joanne Lombardo.
Yeah, I know it was a female. I just didn't know.
In 1984, Mr. Puppet, my man. 5 points for the Puppet Master. Look at that. These aren't exactly easy ones. You're looking at a Goodfellas history nerd.
Yeah.
I actually didn't have trivia ready, Frank. I totally made those up.
That was good. Did you really?
I swear to God. I just wrote them up here. You were fucking talking.
Fucking guy.
I was so bad. I'm so bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So you got one.
Well, the last one. We know that was the last one. That was 5 points.
Yeah. But you said you had one too, no?
I know. No, it's one's a 5-pointer. Let's stick with the one I thought. What was the name of Vito Grimaldi's boat?
There you go.
That's the number 5.
And we still have to come up with what the prize will be when this is all said and done.
We'll think of it. Let's make a shirt or something. There's a way to make a shirt on Amazon. One of those trivia champ, 52 topics.
Lisa's leading the fucking charge with 8, by the way. 8 points. Tina might be in second place with that 5. We got some good ones here, but Lisa, you are actually leading 8 points.
Not bad.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, 8 points. All right, let's see. Who's going to think of Grimaldi's boat? I mean, that should be like fucking 10 points.
Look. Now I know you're cheating, fucking Francisco. He came up with his hometown. He came up with his fucking Grimaldi's hometown. No, it's not it. But he came up with his hometown. He's what do you call that? He's speculating. You understand? He's got a computer in front of him.
Angelo Sepe was not gay.
No, he wasn't. No, it was Satanif, the baker.
The baker.
He named his Sicilian hometown. That's fucking crazy. Francisco, stop cheating.
Santa Nina?
Santa Ninfa, yeah, that's his town.
Ninfa?
Ninfa, yeah.
That's what it was called?
Yeah. Ninfa's a
Francisco
Sicilian
got
name.
it?
No, he didn't get it. That's his town. So he probably looked, he had relatives from
No,
that
but
town.
that's still a good guess. I mean, why would you think? I mean,
It's a guess, yeah. But
he's right.
how would he know that's his town, though? He's got a fucking computer.
Well, he looked that up. Hey, listen. Everyone's got a computer. So Francisco got it.
No, that's not the name of the boat.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Jesus Christmas.
I looked at it. I said, what the fuck is that?
Joe Pistori says the Pinto. The Pinto.
You see what I mean? Now I know he doesn't have a
The Santa Maria. The
right,
Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria.
All right, hold on. Let me think of one. I'll look at one right now. And we'll just let that one go. How about that? Okay. Let me look for something. And
the boat is Marlena.
Who?
What the fuck is the name of the boat? What was it? Sesame seed.
The name of the boat was the French bread. None of you guys put it up.
The French bread.
Yeah.
Wow. I said baguette before. Pretty close.
It was the French bread. A great story. Hold on.
Yeah, no, Francisco's not cheating, but that's not it anyway. So the French bread. Interesting.
We're gonna look at one right now, and then this is gonna be the last one. Is that cool?
Yes. I still like the breadwinner better, but it's all right. We all can't have great names. What are you gonna do?
Well, he named it. It was
the French dip. That'd have been nice too.
The French dip. French dip. Not for no. That's stupid. I'm looking for a go on for you guys, all right? I knew that one. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
This is for the intellects. What American poet was drawn to the young working men he met when he came to New York City in 1841, writing about the frequent and swift flash of the eyes, offering what?
What is right? What the fuck did you just say?
I sounded fucking GAY.
You sounded fucking AI. That's what you said.
Oh. I can't find anything good here. Nope. Let me put my glasses on. It wasn't Mark Twain. It was Walt Whitman.
Yeah.
Okay. What part? Okay, before being relocated by Robert Moses to Coney Island, the New York City Aquarium was in a historic fort in what flood-prone Manhattan Park?
Say that again.
Before being relocated by Robert Moses to Coney Island, the New York City Aquarium was in a historic fort in what flood-prone Manhattan Park? So in what park was the aquarium before it was where it was? There you go. History matters. 1980. Got it.
Who got that? History man. Battery Park. Okay.
Battery Park it was. Yes. South Park, says Scott H. Hey, Scott H.
History matters.
Keeping it real.
History Matters has one.
How about them Knicks, everybody?
Huh?
How about them Knicks?
They beat the Sixers, huh?
They beat the Sixers and they turned Philadelphia into their home. You see that? Can't mess with
sounded AI. Yeah, he sounded AI.
I said, hey, what's up, Pete?
What else? T-Knot, where did Stax park the van? East 95th Street in Brooklyn. Is that good enough for you? East 95th Street.
All right, so we were talking about guys before that, like other people picked up their case. You remember Lemrick Nelson?
Yeah, that was
talking about New York cases.
What did he do again?
Crown Heights, the Crown Heights case where
right. No, not Crown Heights. Oh, the
Yeah.
Rosenbaum kill, the Yankel Rosenbaum.
Yankel Rosenbaum. Yeah,
Right.
we had the same lawyers, and when he's another guy. I think he won the case, and then the feds picked it up, or the feds picked up the case, and he got convicted of the civil rights violation and not the murder, and ended up doing 10 years. I remember my lawyer at the time, he was like, you know how lawyers do, he considered a victory in his end because he didn't feel that they wanted to put this guy away for murder, where it was like kind of like a manslaughter. They thought it was more like a manslaughter. It happened just at the heat of the moment. But in all reality, they bum rushed the poor guy, and they killed him. He was riding a car. He ran over a black kid in Crown Heights, and then a little boy, and then all mayhem. They got him out of a car, and they stabbed him about like 10, 15 times. And that was the case. That was another case where they took of the state and made it a federal case. You know.
Well,
And
that started with it actually. Well, didn't it start with the Chabad Lubavitch, Rabbi Schneerson's fucking, what do you call it? What is that called? Like the presidential fucking row of cars?
Oh, that was when they were talking about the ribbies. Who was going to be the main
No,
ribby?
they hit the fucking kid. That was Rabbi Schneerson and the Chabad Lubavitch guys. They hit the kid in the car.
Oh, okay.
And something happened, and I don't know. There's this whole thing with the fucking what is it? What's the Jewish the Hatzalas, the Jewish ambulance that they didn't know if they were going to help the kid, and then the riots happened, and then they targeted Rosenbaum as this whole riot thing.
No,
Isn't that what happened?
Rosenbaum was the guy who ran over the kid, and they bum rushed him, and they killed him on the spot.
Okay, but it was a part of that
Yeah,
fucking thing.
Well, yeah, for 3 days they were going at it. They were going crazy. The Crown Heights thing, yes.
The Hatzala, private ambulances. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I remember. And we had the same lawyers. He ended up getting 10 years.
Let's see. Private ambulances. The Hatzala.
The Hatzala. What is that? What are you talking about?
That's the Jewish ambulance, the Hasidic ambulance, the Hatzala.
Oh, the Rodney King case too. Remember they had the riots out in LA for that. Yeah, the Machivish and the Hatzala have nothing to do with that case, Peter Smith. Nah, that case was he was riding and he ran over the kid.
Dude, it was a part of fucking Schneerson's motorcade. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
That ran over the kid?
Dude, hold on a second. Crown Heights riots. All right, let me just get it fucking straight for you. Crown Heights riots. All right. Black residents attacked Orthodox Jewish residents, damaged their homes, and looted business. The riots began on August 19th after 7-year-old children of Guyanese immigrants was unintentionally struck by a driver running a red light while following the motorcade of Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson, the leader of the Chabad. Thank you. The fuck are you motherfuckers even talking about?
Who was the guy who was driving the car?
Oh, let me get back to that. Let me see. Approximately Yosef Lifsh, 22, was driving a station wagon with 3 passengers west on President Street. I think you're like fucking mixing up like 3 different stories, maybe.
All right, how about Limerick Nielsen and Yankel Rosenbaum?
The death of Gavin Cato. That's the one. And as a result, about 3 hours after the riots began, a group of approximately 20 young black men, let's get a Jew, they surrounded. Yeah, it was a targeted attack after what happened. It had nothing to do with like dragging a guy out of a car.
He said, I'm right. Thank you, History Matters.
It was a part of the riots that were a reaction to
Yankel Rosenbaum. Yes.
What happened with hitting the kid. It wasn't that they dragged the guy out. It was about 3 hours after the riots began, early on August 20th, which is the day after.
Okay, let's just leave it at that. I'm not. I remember like that. The guy
What the
ran
fuck
him
you do?
over, and the guy stabbed him 16 times.
Trying to fucking tell me that shit, not you.
You got everybody over here telling me I'm right.
I mean, that's okay if they want to tell you that. I mean, I know I'm right, so no offense, but
You are the crumb bomber tonight.
I mean, that's what happened. Those are the same ones that were in the news a year ago with the fucking tunnels. They were doing the tunnels. You know, they were digging the young ones were digging the tunnels under the thing.
I'm talking about what happened. You're talking about digging tunnels. I know what about the tunnels.
That's the same thing. That's the Chabad, the Lubavitch, that's the Schneerson motherfuckers.
This happened in fucking like.
That's the same sect, the same people.
I know, but it's different crime though.
Well, I don't think it was a crime digging the tunnels. I think they just got in trouble.
All right.
Make a poll, Brett. No, there's no poll to be made. I mean, it's you know,
Let's make a poll. I want a poll.
We're mixing and matching fucking stories here, I guess. Anyway, what's going on? We used to call him matzo boxes. Schneerson is coming back to life. Is he? Well, they think he's the Messiah, so they think he is the Messiah. So I don't know what to say.
All right. What we got? The other case was the Rodney King case that got picked up as well.
Say it again.
The Rodney King case got picked up by the feds. The second one, because the first one ended up in not guilty. Those 4 cops, and that's how they just went fucking crazy.
Is that what happened? The feds picked that up after?
Yeah, and they
Really?
and they indicted him on the same case as they did Lemrick Nelson, the civil rights violation, which you can only get at that time 1 in 10 years.
Interesting.
You know, the feds picked up a lot of cases back in the day. Mr. Puppet is running names like crazy. Mr. Puppet, all right. You know the Ridgewood series people. Great, cool. Yeah. So that was it. That was another case.
Remember the Korean boycotts?
Yeah, that was out in LA.
You talking about the rooftop Koreans?
What happened?
The rooftop Koreans? Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
the rooftop Koreans.
Legends. Fucking legends, man. Of course.
Yeah.
Legendary men. What else is going on? Brian Lindemann. This guy's just spouting off names.
He's running out names from the Ridgewood people.
What's up, Nadir Hope? How are you, sir? Hello from Algeria. What is the best documentary about the mafia, in your opinion?
That's a good question. Let's get into that.
What is the best documentary about the mafia? You know what, Nadir? We'll let the chat kind of give you some suggestions. I'm going to think of a suggestion, but I don't know. I'm such a fan of like the old ones, like the 90s ones. What are the best ones? What do you think, Frank?
My favorite documentary, I don't know. You know which one was good? I mean, the book was based on, like I said, on court records or whatever. But the Fifth Family was pretty good. It's not the best, but in a while. What do you think of that one?
Which one is it?
The Five Families, the one that just came out.
You know what's funny, bro? I didn't even fucking say it. I didn't watch it. But if you say it's good, I believe you.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was put together pretty good. I mean, it wasn't bad.
I'm trying to see like some of the old ones.
My favorite mob, I don't know. Favorite mob documentary. Shit. Oh, guys, help me out here. The A&E ones were always classic.
They're naming. Yeah, I always loved the A&E ones. Those were fun. Those were good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
South
find a good one.
Carolina had a bakery in Middle Village. Remember that?
Who said that?
You know what I liked a lot? And this was when I was a kid, right? I liked when they used to have like Geraldo Rivera with the fucking with the witnesses with the tan and the beards.
Yeah.
It was all corny.
Oh yeah, that was the best.
With the distorted voices, like kind of like this. What are you doing? I'm hiding somewhere in the United States because they want to kill me. That kind of shit.
Which reminds me, yeah, what was the one? What were the ones like that Mickey Featherstone was in, and with Dominic Montiglio, like those old ones that they would make? Those are like my favorite. Oh, Loyalty and Betrayal: The Story of the American Mob.
Yeah,
That's
those
got
are
to
good
be
too.
one. That's got to be a one. Yeah, look for those, like, yeah, Mickey Featherstone, Billy Beatty, Phil Leonetti, yeah, Dominic Montiglio. Those are
Dominic
like my
Montiglio
favorite
was
ones. Loyalty and Betrayal: The Story of the American Mob. That's the one that came out in 1994. Was first broadcasted on Fox. 2-part miniseries. Check that one out. That's pretty cool. I enjoy that one. Written by Nicholas Pileggi.
Oh, there you go.
What did you say about? What did you say?
I said, there you go. Nicholas Pileggi's a classic. Anthony Raimondi, how about him?
Oh, classic. Jamea one with Dominic. Oh, Lynchpin of Bensonhurst, the Ross one. Is that what you're talking about? That's a good one.
Very good. Very good. We had him on the show.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
I like that one. That one was probably my top 5 easy.
Yeah, Ross is good. He's good to talk to. Good
That was
guy.
top 5. I'm talking about that documentary was very good.
Loyalty and Betrayal on my channel. Oh, okay. Cool.
How about documentaries in general? You know which one I like a lot? I don't want to get off topic, but I'm a documentary. The baseball one by the guy Birds. You watch that?
Yeah. Ken Burns. Yeah.
And the Vietnam one was really good.
Yeah.
It gave me an understanding. His narrative was to the point of what really went on. Not really what went on, because I was kind of in the bushes on that one. That was good.
I saw him in Manhattan one day, fucking on Worcester Street. He was walking.
There's a lot of good ones out there. The one about the whales in captivity.
Oh yeah, what is it called? Blackfish? Yeah, that's sad.
Oh man, that was really eye-opening.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Fucking SeaWorld on that bullshit.
I'm into a lot of the history stuff too, WW2 shit especially.
The Gremlin of Stillwell Avenue, the Salvatore.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
The Gremlin of Stillwell Avenue. That is so funny.
Tapped in the air. So what else we got? Is that time of day?
Almost. I think we'll hold on. Jimmy Breslin and Pete Hamill. Well, that's cool.
Which one?
Deadline Artist, about Jimmy Breslin and Pete Hamill. That's one I would definitely watch. I think Pete's brother, also Dennis, is still writing. I think. Is it his brother, Dennis Hamill? I think so.
They're related, huh?
I think so. Yeah, that's great. That's great. One of my favorite documentaries ever is maybe my favorite. I'm trying to think. I have a bunch of favorite documentaries. So one of my top 5 is a film called Restrepo. Check that out. Especially if you're into like the war on terror and all this bullshit. It's called Restrepo. Watch that fucking documentary. Watch that documentary. That's Sebastian Younger and Tim Hetherington. Tim Hetherington would later die in Libya, I believe, because he was really in the shit. He would go deep in the shit, and he died, I believe, in Libya. Great photographer, amazing artist. They went in the shit with these guys in the Korangal Valley of Afghanistan during the height of the war, and they fucking lived with these guys for like 16 months or some shit in the fucking mountains. And they documented all of it. It's wild, man. It's wild. Yeah, one of my favorite documentaries.
I just read somebody's I just read it one of the chats that somebody's about to the Stefanos were ready to write a book on Jimmy the Gent.
Is that true?
I don't know if it is. That would be a good book. I'm surprised nobody's ever come up with that yet.
That is good. I'll definitely read that.
Me too. I would like to know a lot about him. You know?
Yeah. And now Iran, we never learn, Schwartz. We never learn. But they'll always come up with a new excuse for it, and they'll get a bunch of fucking momos to cheer it on. I won't be one of them. What's going on, Mike? How are you?
What's going on?
I
love it.
How about Banana on 60 Minutes? Yeah, I guess that's more of an interview, but yeah, we get the point. Basically, serves
Yeah,
its purpose. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Banana on 60 Minutes. He goes, when you
That
kill
sounds very familiar.
somebody,
Say it again.
he goes, when you kill somebody, your hand is shake because he's talking about shit like that on that 60 Minute. He goes, do you know Al Capone? Yes, I know Al Capone. How was he? Very jovial, funny guy.
If you watch one documentary, watch the net. Yeah, Proletarian. That sounds very familiar. I definitely heard of it. It's from 1999 or something. It covers early internet AI, reality, the Unabomber. Yeah, yeah. Uncle Ted. Uncle Ted.
Stefano's a great writer.
Scott Horton wrote books. Yeah, yeah, he did. He did. Good for Scott Horton too. He's definitely having his moment finally. The Stefano re-released King of the Godfathers. Oh yeah, he put out he re-released a Messina book. What does he have? Like more information about Ralph Rogers in Ohio?
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. I talked to him in December. I sent him a text. Well, you're coming on my show. He goes, talk to me in January. I never got back to me.
You need to see it, Brad. It's life-changing. I will now. I will. Uncle Ted. I forgot
Obviously,
about Uncle Ted.
He's been busy, so.
You should read Uncle Ted. Uncle Ted wrote a really nice book called Industrial Society and Its Future. I suggest you read it.
Uncle Ted.
Uncle Ted.
Oh, one of those fucking books. I got you.
It's a phenomenal book.
Turner Diaries fucking type of books.
No, it's not a Turner Diaries book. No, hell no. Stop.
Is it in the same fucking
William Pierce? Get the fuck out of here. You need some fucking Nazi shit. No, no.
You had the Unabomber there.
Kaczynski's not a fucking Nazi.
What was he?
He was a fucking nut job who hated, who got MK Ultra'd, and you know, he hated the way industrial society was working, and he
lived in a tent.
He critiqued a lot of that stuff. A Nazi? No.
A commie.
No, he hated commies. Yeah, some fantastic critiques on leftism in this book. Tremendous critiques. Accurate. Any word from Pete LaProche? Yeah, Pete's doing good. Pete's doing good. I'm trying to get him to New York for the 7,000 fucking time. But yeah, we'll see that. We'll see that. Yeah, no, because he's not a Nazi, and I don't advocate anything that he did. By the way, I mean, you know, but he was right about a lot of things. He's right about a lot of things. So many bad men are right about a lot of things. We're in a genre where we openly and freely talk about men who have killed 10, 15, 20, 30 people. This guy killed a few, so I mean, I don't mind. You know, this guy right
here. Oh my God.
Here killed 19. So I mean,
it wasn't. Wait a minute. It wasn't crime on crime, though. You know, he was sending fucking bombs to people's houses. He should have got the death penalty. I
mean, if you believe, well, he got ADX. That might be worse than a death penalty. But right. Hey, listen. If you believe in God, or if you believe in justice or whatever, it's no one's job to ever kill anybody. That's if we really get into it, or speaking of Pete LaFroche, Pete had a tremendous quote about this actually.
Okay.
He says, what does he say? He goes, I'm not judging you. I'm just sending you to be judged sooner. So that's a good quote. That's a good way to look at it.
You know, one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter, right? So I guess.
Yeah, no, I'm not a Kaczynskiite, all right? Oh, fuck it. I just happen to think it's a very good book. I mean, it is what it is.
And Mangione.
I don't like him. I don't like Mangione. I don't like him. Yeah, presidents do it every day and get medals. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. For sure. But I'm not a Mangione fan at all, actually. At all. He's got a terrible manifesto. It's actually terrible. It's horrible. Disgustingly bad for such an educated human being.
You know, had a good manifesto? The guy who was looking for succulent Chinese dinners.
A succulent Chinese meal.
A succulent. This is a manifesto. They didn't have a manifesto, too. The Dine and Dash manifesto.
Wait, what was that guy's deal, though? What was his deal? Why were they bothering him?
He was in like an area where he was dining and dashing. He was like, eating and fucking scramming. So they were on him, and there was somebody with a camera there that day that was looking at another story and just caught that. So judo.
That's too
He's
funny.
touching my lip prick. Do you have a clip of that?
A succulent Chinese. Yeah, I'll just bring it up on YouTube.
It
Any
is
French
good.
Connection documentaries that you guys could recommend to our friend over here, Mr. Nadir Hope? Please type it in the comment. Any French Connection documentaries. Once again, guys, I am not a Kaczynskiite, so don't think I'm fucking.
Who the fuck's telling you are? Nobody could believe
I'm not a
you
Kaczynskiite. No, because people get mad about that shit. But listen, we're in a genre
You're
full of
talking
fucking
about-
mass murderers. So I
look,
don't feel
people
bad
get-
about it. But
People are gonna have their own heroes and their own villains.
hero, here we go.
I'm not saying that's your hero. I'm not saying that.
All right,
I'm
I
saying
think we
so
need to
that-
get you a succulent Chinese meal.
I need a succulent Chinese meal. Check this out, guys. This is great.
You are a little. All
I
right,
need
so
a
let me get succulent Chinese meal. Democracy
succulent
manifest.
Chinese meal.
Democracy manifest. Edwards was taken to jail and released in bail overnight. He jumped bail and disappeared. I gotta know more about this guy. Hold on a second. All right, hold on.
So I'll give you a little fucking. So in case you don't know, this guy was the guy who used to, who was dining and dashing. He's the Australian version of Lee Cole, and he gets caught. So let's see. He's funny as shit, though.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
American Express investigator followed a man he thought was one of Queensland's most wanted to a Valley restaurant. Minutes later, police had the business surrounded, then sent in a delegation.
We're under arrest. Look, I'm under what? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. What?
Democracy Manifest.
Meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Democracy Manifest.
And he didn't appreciate the way he was handled.
See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis!
It took 6 off. And his major concern was the meal he'd left behind.
What?
Just to restrain him, his major concern was the meal he'd left
I
behind.
gotta see that again.
What? See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis!
It took 6 officers to restrain him. His major concern was the meal he'd left behind.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Eventually, they had him in custody.
I believe that it's all to do with stolen credit cards.
I understand that he has played small parts in numerous amateur theatre groups. He seems to be just a prolific false pretender.
But only hours after his arrest, the watch house granted him bail, leaving the police red-faced and empty-handed.
We are sincerely sorry that he obtained bail, but under this situation, he was allowed to have bail.
Edwards is also wanted for questioning in New South Wales over several forgery matters.
Hey, what's going on?
What the fuck? Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's the charge? What is the charge? A succulent Sicilian meal.
Hey,
That's
after
what
this
I do.
After fucking Amato, after fucking Giacomo show tanks, he's gonna be fucking looking for meals. He's gonna be dining and dashing at Port St. Lucie. It's Amato. I didn't come in here for no problem.
A skinny Chinese girl in Williamsburg was dining and dashing. That's very
Yes.
true. Yeah. You saw that girl?
She went, yeah. She was.
The hell's the
fucking
matter with
fucking
her?
up. She looked good too. I would have bought her.
Yeah,
something.
she looked like a model or something. What the fuck was she? I don't even think she's poor either. I think she's fucking loaded. She might just be one of them sickos, like like Joe Messino, fucking stealing from the store just for the fuck of it.
What did he steal again? A pack of cigarettes or something?
Get your hand off my. Your hand off my penis.
My
Was
lip
that Tony Buick?
penis.
That's funny. Was
My
that Tony
lip
Buick?
penis.
Oh my god.
Was that Tony Buick? Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. That's that. Tony Buick never comes on here.
I've never seen him come on here. No.
No.
He just pops in Gunsmoke. What's that guy's story? He's an interesting guy, huh?
He's like in the Philippines and Thailand, and he comes up, hello, I'm from the Philippines. I'm like,
But he's not. What is he, a fucking sex tourist or something? Like, what the fuck is he doing in all these countries?
No, he doesn't have a 9-year-old husband. Anyhow,
What are you looking for? A succulent fucking Philippines meal? Like, what are you doing?
Nah, he likes to travel that part of the world.
I'm just kidding.
Tony's a good guy.
I'm just kidding. We joke. This is what we do here. We joke.
Yeah, we do joke. We do definitely do that.
Give it to her for free. They eat like birds.
Don't
do it. Don't do it. Not a good idea. Matt, what are you talking about?
Don't do what?
Yeah, Francisco, don't jump. Come on, man. What are you doing?
What's he doing?
I have no idea.
It was only a trivia game, Francisco. We know you didn't cheat.
All right, so you're pro gay.
Yeah. So what we got going, bro? I know we said it a lot of times. We got to get that fucking season, that episode 6 done.
It's coming, yeah.
I heard the train a coming right around the. How's it go?
I ain't seen the sunshine.
Yeah, I killed a man in Rito. Just
Chris
to
Sultan.
watch it.
Chris Sultan said he's joining 3 dating sites at once. He's joining JDate, Black Women, and Asian Date.
And plenty of fish.
Well, taste the rainbow, I guess, Chris. What are you gonna do? Succulent JDate meal.
A meal, a succulent. That's what we should do.
I know, story. Yes, Joe.
I need my book review from. I need my book review from.
It's coming.
Yeah,
It's
do
coming.
it when you're ready, Joey. Yeah, whenever you're ready, let's bring it.
Joe should come on one. Joe should come on one day. Actually,
Actually, you should, Joe.
No, you should, Joe. No, seriously though, you should, because
you can win up.
That's some good stuff to talk
Chinese meal.
A succulent Chinese meal. So what was he? He was just like a forger. He was just like fucking fake bills and.
Yeah, they were casing him out, but he also ran on a couple of bills. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
When he goes, he's getting arrested for running on a Chinese succulent meal.
Phoenix was dying over that one. She liked that one.
I remember that Middle Village. I remember the candy store in the French Connection was on Hart and Wyckoff, right by Hart Lanes. Yes, it had that green sign with the Coca-Cola. They all used that back then.
Frank, you meet anyone connected from .ars?
My ass, my arse,
arse,
my arse. Connected from my arse. No, never had that problem. Thank you. What do you mean? What do you mean, bro? My acronyms and abbreviations.
Tell me what you're talking about. Marsala.
Oh, Marsala. No.
Chicken. He met chicken from Marsala.
Chicken from Marsala. What's that Indian meal? Marsala, what do they call it?
Tikka masala.
Tikka my ass.
Tikka my ass.
When that's I lived in all right, you guys got any questions? Let's do it.
You got a couple more minutes here. When I lived in Amsterdam, the Brits would come for the weekend and they would always dine and dash. Well, that's annoying.
The Brits. Blame it on the Brits.
Blame it on the Brits.
You notice like the comment section, some of it is diluted. Why is that?
Some of it's diluted?
Yeah.
Our comment section?
Yeah. When I look at like some of them.
Yeah, sometimes I don't look for a couple of days. I'm scared of what I'm going to see. I do the same thing with Crime Spot channel too. I don't know. Some guy was saying that we're fucking making jokes because we drink teas and coffee. Like you guys should be drinking beers over here. I don't know what the fuck.
Where?
I don't even know what the guy was talking about. I don't know. He was commenting on
the show.
Yes, I don't know what he's talking about. I really don't know what he was talking about. I tried today. I have a Truly. This is like one of them flavored fucking things. Red, white, and true. God bless America. Hard seltzer. We don't like soft seltzer. We like it hard. Real hard. All All right, Brett, do your impression of Dom talking about Dane the Chinese guy.
Yeah.
We know who it was, people. I know who it was.
The succulent Chinese guy.
Dane. Dane, the little Chinese, a little Chinese guy named Dane. And we're gonna find out, people. We're gonna find out who he is. A little Chinese guy named Dane. Did we ever find Dane, by the way?
Dane's nuts. They found
Did we ever find Dane? Is there Phoenix? Are there Chinese guys named Dane, by the way? Maybe. Who the fuck is the Chinese man named Dane?
Dane Chin.
I guess. You know, they some of them
Dane Lee.
Americanized, I guess. Yeah, you can get a Dane. You can get a Chinese Dane, I guess. I never even met a white fucking Dane. I met a Great Dane.
A Great
Dane has a fucking YouTube channel. His name's Giacomo Amato. But
hey,
Phoenix. No, I'll take it from Phoenix. He knows what he's talking about.
That thing at the end, I think it's like trying to tell him, so what? What do you want? Like he's some kind of fucking, what a fucking gagooch.
Who's that?
How you doing?
Oh my God.
What a fucking moron.
Autonomous, what was it? ASMR, autonomous solenoid motor response. Amato motor response.
Motor response.
You know, the ASMR, but it's Amato. Amato solenoid motor response, whatever.
I can't believe his son said he's slow.
Yeah, that's interesting. Why would he say that?
I don't know.
Philly Bob, who is your favorite gangster of all time? I don't like to answer questions like this because it doesn't.
Favorite gangster of all time.
I don't know if I could answer that, but my favorite gangster of all time. I don't know. Maybe George W. Bush. Dick Cheney's a good one.
Yeah. History Matters has a good question.
Frank, do you remember Mario from Sam Video? Had a Joker poker machine. Good guy, always made me laugh.
On Madison, yeah. My uncles had the machines there. One of my cousins used to service them right by Madison Park. Yeah, Mario was a funny guy. I remember some guy was breaking into the machine, some kids, and he kept on talking about, you know, they were taking his money, and I ran into the one kid. He was a good kid. I knew the father. He ended up paying for the damage, but you know, shit happens when they're young.
I'll tell you I don't mean to make a joke funny, but my favorite gangster, I guess, to research. I don't think it's a secret. Is Roy DeMeo, and then after that, it's the entire Lufthansa Heist, Goodfellas, Jimmy Burke, Paul Vario, Cruz. All of that stuff is probably my favorite stuff to look into. But I don't know if I could actually say I have a favorite gangster.
It's not a favorite. The most interesting one I find. That's that's the right question. I guess. That's
yeah. No, I find Roy in them, and then probably like there's so many, but yeah.
Bugsy Siegel was always one of mine. More the non-Italian ones. I was always Jimmy Burke.
Oh, David Patillo. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, David Patillo for sure. I find him very, very fascinating. Tommy Karate's pretty. I like looking into Tommy Karate too. Greg Scarpa. Yeah.
Greg Scarpa.
Yeah.
Sammy too. Before I met him, I kind of liked the book, and then I met him, and then that fucking shit went down the fucking tube.
Brett, how old is Pete the Pig? Pete the Pig is 76 years old. Nino Gaggi, yeah, he's interesting too. He's very interesting. Angelo Bruno.
Nicky Scarfo.
Nicky Scarfo. I'm trying to think of like an old time. Oh, Patillo's old time. He goes back to like the 30s, so.
Murder Incorporated, those guys.
Yeah, those guys, of course. All my Jews out there. Shout out to the Jews.
Great book. It's called Tough Jews by Cohen, Daniel Cohen, I believe.
Oh yeah, I have it right here. It was actually given to me with somebody by the last name of Buchalter, whatever. Yeah, no relation. No relation.
Please hit the like, guys. Very, very, very good book. Very good.
Yeah,
book.
it's funny because I met this guy through work, and that happened to be his last name, like Lepke, Buchalter. And he was going to spell it to me. He's like, "Yeah, it's a weird name. I'll spell it to you." I said, "No, like Lepke." He goes, "Yeah, exactly." And then the next time I saw him, he came through with, do I have it over here to show you fools? No, I don't. Yeah, I do. There you go. So the next time I saw the guy, he knew he was going to see me, and he brought me his fucking own copy. He's like, "I read it a couple of times. You could have it," being that I knew who Lepke was, and he had Lepke's last name. So yeah, there you go. Tough Jews by Rich Cohen, right? That's what he said.
Yeah, Daniel Cohen.
Rich Cohen.
Rich Cohen.
You were close enough. Whatever. Yeah, one of the Cohen brothers.
Yeah, the thing about that book was he brings you to the transformation. I remember of gangsters not making their kids go that route anymore and making them go the legal route, and that's why it kind of diminished the Tough Jew in a lot of ways. They weren't boxing no more. You had a lot of good boxers back in the day. They weren't gangsters anymore. They weren't doing nothing. They were using their heads, and that's where that went. Good book.
Yeah, Tough Jews, Fathers, Sons, and Gangster Dreams by Rich Cohen.
Yeah.
There you go. Giovanni Brusca, Sam the Plumber.
Johnny Brusca, interesting, but fucking piece of shit. That's somebody that definitely never should have been out of jail.
You should look into Anthony Ficarota, maniac with an axe who was Thomas Greco's nephew. Lori, interesting. Was he another one of those sick fucks? They called him the Lizzie Borden of the Mafia.
The Lizzie Borden.
He had an axe. I don't know. BTF Phoenix wants to know who the crumb bum is.
Let's do the crumb bum of the week. I'm going with I don't know. Who you going with?
Let's see. Who am I gonna go with?
I know I'm going with.
Crumb. Is it that guy?
It ain't you.
Patillo Energy minus the gay stuff. No gay stuff. I don't want to watch. I don't want to look into it then.
Minus the gay stuff, right? Like the Cray brothers. I think one was gay. All right, you ready?
Yeah. I don't want to go down the Patillo hole because I'm going to complain.
Ronnie,
about
Patillo. Don't go down the hole.
Say it again.
Yeah, don't. You're gonna get him going. Now stop. I'm gonna go with the Philadelphia 76ers. Fans, they're fans for being didn't even show up, leaving their stadium, talking a good game, and their hometown looked like New York. Did you see that? Did you see that poor reporter get fucking? She got bum rushed, bro. She thought the coast was clear. That New York fans came out anyway. Go New York, baby. Hey, there you go. You Philadelphia fans. How does it feel to be overrun in your own city?
Hey, check this out.
What?
I just found something here. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking shit. You guys are going to like this shit. My crumb bum is the Mets because I think they're disgusting and they suck. And
yeah, all that money. Yeah, I gave up on them. Hey, look.
Check this out, guys.
I wanted you to try a succulent Chinese meal.
This is magnificent. What Chinese shop did you get that from?
So here I have a meal from the Mount Albert Barbecue Noodle House and another meal from the Mount Albert Barbecue Noodle House.
Right.
And what I need you to do is tell us which one.
Albert New House. How far away is that?
The Mount Albert Barbecue Noodle House.
Let me decide. when I am in a mood of appetizer.
You're not in a mood.
I won't be able to do that tonight.
Unfortunately, Jack wasn't in the mood of appetizer for a couple of bum-smuggled Chinese meals. So we agreed to meet the next day after a long sleep and finally get Jack to do what he does best.
Oh, eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Your voice
He's a legend.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. You know that.
Well, I didn't know that. I'm not a poofter.
I wasn't saying you're a poofter. And for that, what's wrong with you?
God, who wants to dick up their ass?
It was definitely time to call it a night. Farewell, ta-ta.
David Capillo.
And with those famous words still ringing in my ears, I returned the next morning with my hopefully still succulent Chinese meals, excited to talk with the world's leading expert, erotic artist, and star of that legendary video, Jack Carlson. Tell us about the time when you made the legendary video, 1991.
So what was I doing then? Making love to a beautiful woman called, can't even remember her name, but she was a sister of the...
All right, I'm going to stop sharing it because I probably get fucking banned over here with you. So New Zealand Today shared that. It's called The Succulent Chinese Meal Legend Ends at Mount Albert Barbecue Noodle House Feud. New Zealand Today. Tracked down the succulent Chinese meal guy, and this goes back to
1992.
2025. This guy's still rocking and rolling. It's
Yeah,
rock and roll.
It's rock and roll. He says, I'm not a poofer.
Yeah.
I'm not a poofer. I don't know what a poofer is.
A poofta. I guess that's one of them down under terms or some shit. I never heard
Lucky
of that.
women, huh? Yeah. Yeah, he had a girl, but he forgot her name. He's like every fucking guy that pretended they had a girl in Canada. Yeah, I got a girlfriend, but she lives in Canada.
I don't know her name, eh? Never go down Patilla. Yeah, this is very true. Wonder if he would say that in a Thailand bar. Succulent Thailand meal.
You might need Tony Buick for that one. But Tony
I'm
Buick
not feeling appetizer. Huh?
Tony Buick would be great to give us the rundown on this guy. A meal. Chinese succulent.
Yeah, he might have bought some. I might have to look into this guy. He paints erotic art. I might have to fucking buy some of this shit. Who wants to buy some erotic art from this guy? What's his name? Jack Carlson. You guys think we could find Jack Carlson's erotic art for sale? Erotic art.
It's got to be somewhere. I'll put it in the back. Not like a poster.
Oh shit, he's on fucking Facebook.
Is he?
Here's an update on my paintings.
On his penis. His limp penis.
Yo, imagine we just walk and roll up one day in a live stream, guys, and Jack Carlson's on the show with us.
We have him on. That'll be better than fucking, what's that guy from Scotland?
Fucking best. Pastor Bradley, yeah.
Pastor Bradley and this guy would be great.
Get your hands off my penis.
We got to try to get him.
Oh my God. I think Tony Buick is Aussie. Oh, okay.
Got you.
Got you. All right, ladies and gents. Tony is Aussie. Okay. Does he paint succulent? All right. Yeah, very succulent Phoenix.
Succulent shrimp.
I miss Pastor Bradley too, man. I certainly do.
He was the early days.
Yeah, maybe we need LaVecchia to come on and fucking get him out of his hole.
No, we don't need LaVecchia right now at all.
No, I want to get off sometime
Tomorrow,
today.
but not today.
Unpacking.
Yeah. No, I'm packing these fucking.
Lisa says no.
No. Everybody's like, no. I know.
Today we're gonna unpack.
Oh.
Anyway, all right.
Shout
Lisa,
out
Tina
to
says
Tom
no.
Becky.
All right. Shout out Tom Becky. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Francis, any last words?
No. I mean, we're trying to make the show better. Just hang on in there, guys. Lots going on right now, and give us a little time. We'll get back to where we're at.
Time waits for no man, especially LaVecchia. Thank you.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, listen. Jojo Christmas, shout out to you, sir. J Mass, shout out. Proletarian, Matt, Phoenix, Lisa Pizziola. Who else? Joe Pistori, Hellgate, Middle Village, JG Lambone, Michael Blaine, Christopher Sultan, always hanging out. George Singh. Who else did I forget? Trent, what's going on, buddy? See ya. Henry Rocco, Jet, DL, the original Crumb Bomb, Philly Bob. Anyone else? Francisco the Bullhorn. How could I forget? How could I? Middle Village.
Great showing, Francisco. You did good in the trivia.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you all very soon. Henry Rocco, shout out to you. Yeah, you guys have a good night. Thank you. Peace.